So if we go back to what we talked about a few moments ago with the rifting of Laurentia and Africa, we know that these two continents are breaking apart, where Africa moves that way, Laurentia is going to move this way. So if they're rifting, we should expect on the east coast of North America see a divergent boundary. And that's what we're talking about here with the Newark supergroup. So we're talking about this divergent boundary that occurs over here on the eastern edge of North America. Now, when we talk about divergent boundaries, we got to realize that the Earth, when it opens up, doesn't just look like this, right? Where one plate moves this way and one plate moves that way. It doesn't look like that. Remember, the Earth is curved, right? So what's actually happening is, right, if this is what my lithosphere looks like, when it starts to open up, when this plate goes this way and this plate goes this way, we're going to start to get a tensional crack that's going to form here. Remember, we talked about this a couple of chapters ago. As it starts to open up and maybe it gets deeper and deeper, and let's say we're right there. So let me see if I can erase all this stuff up here. So what's going to happen is, because this is a low spot, all of my rivers are going to flow in here. Remember, we saw this with the Kawanan sequence. We might get some rivers and some lakes. So initially, I'm going to see clastic sedimentary deposits in my rift valley. And this is what we see for the Triassic on the east coast. As we move into the Jurassic, we're going to see that it's going to eventually open up deeper, and we'll talk about that here in a couple of Let's Take a Moments. But for right now in the Triassic, what we call the Newark Basin, okay, the Newark supergroup, the Newark supergroup is just comprised of these clastic sedimentary deposits that are forming as my rivers and lakes are flowing into this newly created rift valley. So if again we were to look at this, this would be Laurentia, and this would be Africa. So hopefully that helps clarify why we find these sediments in that rift valley.